I am an extremely creative person. I have always been that way, thanks to my mother. And with that said, fashion is an expressive tool. It's one that elicits so much pleasure for me, and I honestly can't say what I would do if I didn't have that outlet or that one thing that in my daily routine that provided so much joy for me. Not only is dressing my creative outlet, my closet itself is therapeutic. I love going into it and just standing there. It relaxes me. I don't know why. I just take pride in the things that I have found, and it's just so much fun to walk in there and be like, I'm going to wear that today just because I can. It's something that I love, and I can't help it. I truly cannot help being in love with fashion and clothes. I can't. Not only has my mother been a large influence in regards to my interest and eye for fashion, the fashion industry itself is also something that has impacted me immensely. The fashion industry is one of the largest businesses in the world, with its main ports in New York City, Paris, Milan, Tokyo, and Los Angeles. Its frequently changing trends, styles, and designer collections are constantly varying. Although my perspective of how to shop differs, I will still apply the glamour do's to my shopping techniques. This is my favorite part. All these jackets are always color coordinated. Although I don't necessarily use what's considered trendy at the moment, I can't admit that I don't apply them or that they don't have a strong impact on me when I do shop. Street style is one of the largest influences and inspirations within the fashion industry. Seeing both men and women roaming the streets with effortless style, I find it more inspiring than the designers themselves. Yes, the designers construct things and they come out with new collections every spring and fall, but the way that you take those pieces, the way that you work with them, it's the person that is able to create the look.
It's Marc Jacobs, and I stole it. These jeans are from the Salvation Army on 86th Street, and they're actually women's jeans, and I cut them into jorts. And these boots are vintage as well, and that's it.
This is actually vintage. I got it out of a thrift store for $2. The shoes are Dollhouse. The vest is from Wetzel.
Being able to walk the streets of New York City and see somebody that is wearing something that you would wear on an average day, there isn't a bigger influence for me. It's so self-gratifying to see people walk around and wear things that you wish you had or you wish that you know that you would wear. It's just such great inspiration.
Shoes, I haven't got a clue. The glasses? Flea market 1,000 years ago.
While wandering the streets of New York City in March this year, I happened to recognize one of my idols, Bill Cunningham. Renowned for his talent as a street photographer for the New York Times, he is an acclaimed persona within the fashion industry, attending virtually every collection, fall, haute couture, spring, summer, and ready-to-wear. This gentleman has a greater sense of style than some of the models that walk the runways themselves. Ironically, one wouldn't typically recognize Mr. Cunningham, for he blends in with the chaotic crowd of New Yorkers filing from block to block. I kindly introduced myself and informed him of how much I admired his work. He reluctantly told me he wasn't able to do any interviews, considering he was on the job. But I think meeting him was more than sufficient for me.